From Karachi, Brigadier retired Javed Hussain, former Pakistan Army Special Forces officer. From Delhi, General G.D. Bakshi, editor of the Indian Military Review. From Islamabad, Ahmad Rasa Kasuri, chief coordinator of the All Pakistan Muslim League. From Delhi, we have Seshadri Chari, convener of the Foreign Affairs Cell of the Bharatiya Janata Party. From Islamabad, Colonel Shafqat Saeed, defense analyst. And from Delhi, Mahesh Jetpalani, from Mumbai, Mahesh Jetpalani, senior advocate, is with me in the studio. Now, you know what I find really surprising here, Mahesh Jetpalani, is that not one serious political party has had the courage in Pakistan, not one of them has had the courage in Pakistan to say civilized people don't talk about inciting others so openly. And even if you do so, then you do it with some in a shadowy manner. But when Musharraf comes out and says it is time to incite one Indian against another, what in your view does it reflect? And what do you think about the Pakistanis, silence on this issue today? Are they simply embarrassed, or is it more than that?
I just think Pakistani civil society is paralyzed with fear.
At Musharraf?
Well, Musharraf...
He's a dysfunctional dictator.
Dysfunctional. He has 4 criminal cases, including the murder of Benazir Bhutto and Akbar Bukti. He's up for treason.
So why can't people like Colonel Shafqat Saeed or Ahmad Rasa Kasuri talk against
You
it?
should really ask them why they are not condemning Musharraf unless he has the army backing and the backing of the ISI to say what he has today, notwithstanding the fact that he has very serious criminal charges, including sedition. Before a military tribunal.
Well, maybe G.D. Bakshi, people like Shafqat Saeed, Javed Hussain and Ahmad Raza Kasuri secretly agree with this whole strategy of Musharraf, that you need to use terrorist groups as other sources to take on India. G.D. Bakshi. Maybe they secretly agree with him, Musharraf.
Arnab, General Musharraf, along with General Aslam Beg, happens to be the most garrulous chief of the Pakistan Army, and we keep getting inputs on their entire strategy and tactics from him very, very occasionally. This has been Pakistan's standard ploy since 1947. They pushed in 10,000 raiders and they said, we aren't involved. In 1965, they pushed in 20,000 people under Operation Gibraltar, infiltrators, and they said, we aren't involved. Then they pushed in, their terrorists trained arms and ammunition into Punjab, kept it on the boil for 10 years. Now, 1990 onwards, it has been a ceaseless proxy war in Jammu and Kashmir. Over 40,000 terrorists have been pushed in. And then they have the cheek, the chutzpah to say they aren't involved.
No, but you see, General Bakshi, General Bakshi, if I'm not mistaken, General Bakshi, sometime back I thought today that at least today, Colonel Shafqat Saeed will, appear apologetic and appear, regretful of what this...
Why should I appear apologetic?
Of what the...
No,
1 second. Let me complete the statement.
No,
let me complete the statement. You see, the loser of Kargil and the butcher of Gilgit. The loser of Kargil and the butcher of Gilgit. I don't think this is funny. Right? The man who organized the killing of hundreds of Shias in Pakistan.
No, this is supposed
and who is responsible for the worst atrocities in Baluchistan has the temerity to tell the Indian people that we are going to incite one Indian against another. I mean, you need to look within. You really need to look within. And if today you have come on television to say, I agree with Musharraf, you need to explain how you agree, and then we can take each other on. Go ahead, Colonel. You seem to be dying to support Musharraf tonight. Are you joining his party?
No, I'm not supporting Musharraf. I'm talking of facts. What is there on ground? I'm not from Musharraf party, right? He had been my chief once I was serving in army. No, I don't need to agree with him politically. But what he said is a standard Pakistani response. And whatever you would say, that would be standard Indian response.
No, it's not standard.
No,
it's not standard.
A problem.
What is standard? No, 1 second. What has he said, first of all? What are we discussing? What has he said? He has said you need to incite the people of Kashmir.
Okay, I tell you what is inciting.
1 second. He has said.
Okay, I will tell you.
He has said. Let me complete. Let me complete. He has said you need to incite. So let me make it clear to the audience. What are we debating about tonight? a man called Musharraf, who in my view is the butcher of Gilgit and the loser of Kargil, says you need to incite the people of Kashmir. Why do you need to incite the people of Kashmir? All this while you said it's a homegrown problem for India. Now you admit you need to incite them. Why do you need to incite? Why do you need to incite people? What kind of a cowardly strategy is that? Come on, Colonel. I think the Colonel doesn't have an argument to that.
If you can listen to me, then I can tell you.
Sure, I'm listening. But we need to be clear what we are talking about.
I'm very clear to talk about. If you need to be patient and listen to me. Now you said what is inciting? Inciting is once it comes to war in Kashmir, you will have problem. Because then all people would fight for Kashmir, all Pakistanis would fight for Kashmir.
No, that's not what, is that what he said?
That's not what he said. He said we are going, by implication, he said that we cannot take on India in a conventional warfare, therefore we need to incite local rebellion. This is the clearest provocation for rebellion within India.
He was speaking in Urdu, very clear Urdu, and he said that India cannot fight in Kashmir.
How much money will you spend on that?
And if they go on to fighting, India would have problem. And if we only incite the people of Kashmir, India would land in trouble.
Anyway,
that's what he said.
No, one second.
What did he say that you should flare up to that an extent?
You see, I'll tell you one thing. You see, 700 extrajudicial killings in Balochistan, documented by paramilitary forces between 2010 and 2014.
Every month in
listen to me.
Kashmir.
Listen to me. In May 1988, the Shias, who are a majority in Gilgit, in 1988, the Shias, who are a majority in Gilgit, stood up against Sunni-dominated administration. No Indian incited them. They rose against Sunni-dominated administration there. Ziaul Haq put an SPG group.
It's a very good story.
It's not a story. I talk reality, okay. Sir. You asked Brigadier Javed Hussain. You asked Brigadier Javed Hussain whether it is true or not. I'll tell you what is inciting. You know what? Don't dare to talk about inciting Indian against Indian. You know what you do? You know what you do? You carry out genocide in your own country.
He did not say inciting.
You carry out genocide. You carry out genocide in your own country against your own people. You don't have the courage to stand up against that. I say, who are you to interfere in Kashmir? Today you have admitted we want to interfere in Kashmir. We want to incite people in Kashmir.
Did you have courage to stand against Assam massacre? Right, your police went on killing 90 people.
Sir, let me tell you.
What did you do?
Sir, let me tell you. I am from Assam. Don't give me lectures. Don't give me lectures on issues which you know nothing about.
Don't expose
your ignorance about India's diversity. I'd like to get Seshadri Chari. Why? No.
I don't believe in slinging.
Seshadri Chari.
I don't believe in slinging. I talk sense. And I would like that the sense is that the people of subcontinent should benefit from peace.
Do you know why Brigadier Javed Hussain and Ahmad Raza Kasuri are quiet today? Do you know why Ahmad Raza Kasuri and Javed Hussain are quiet today? Because even they are embarrassed at what Musharraf has said. I mean, civilized people.
No, they are not embarrassed. They are not embarrassed. Not at all.
Civilized people. Seshadri Chari. 1 second. Let me get Seshadri Chari. To civilized people talk about inciting people in another country like that. Is there one single example of any civilized leader of any civilized country talking about inciting people in another country one against the other so openly? Mr. Chari.
Arnav, you are making a very big mistake by calling these people as civilized. See, Pervez Musharraf is not a civilized person. He usurped army power. He dethroned a legally elected prime minister of a country. Not only that, he waged a war. When we went in for friendship, when Atal Bihari Vajpayee extended the hand of friendship, he stabbed him in his back. And more importantly, he is a criminal. Don't forget, there are charges of murder against him.
Absolutely.
He has stopped going to the court.
Supporter of Nawaz Sharif, the shopkeeper, who is having trade worth billions of rupees.
He has stopped going to court.
This brigadier does not.
Therefore, you should understand one thing:
people of Pakistan.
That we are not dealing with civilized people. We are not dealing with civilized people. We are dealing with a bunch of thugs, bunch of criminals, bunch of absolutely corrupt army officers. And this army wants to hijack the whole country, and they want to hand it over to mercenaries and corrupt officers. Therefore, there is always a question. All some of the former prime ministers have always been soft on Pakistan.
No, Mr. Kasuri,
always dealt with Pakistan.
Mr. Kasuri, Mr. Kasuri, listen to me. No, Mr. Kasuri.
We have always
Mr.
dealt with
Kasuri,
Pakistan.
I have always told you one thing. I've told you one thing. You see, if you have no argument, then you simply make a certain number of comments about the Prime Minister of India, which I will find unacceptable. If you repeat those comments, I will not take it lying down. But my question is very simple here.
No,
let us restrict ourselves.
Everything lightly.
Sir, I am quoting Musharraf. I am quoting Musharraf. I am quoting Musharraf. I am quoting Musharraf. Am I quoting Musharraf correctly? Okay, Mr. Kasuri. Mr. Kasuri, one second. Mr. Kasuri, listen to me. Okay, Mr. You want to take a question?
What are you talking?
You want me to take a question? You want to take a question?
Arnav,
No, one second.
Arnav, I want to make a point.
Yeah, yes, Mr. Chari.
Arnav, I want to make another point here. Arnav, I want to make an important point to all my Pakistani guests who have come on your show. I want to tell them that we are not amused by either what Musharraf has said or by what you are saying. We care two bloody hoots for all the thugs that are on your television show right now. We thought we are talking to decent people.
Come on.
We thought we are talking to civilized people. I am telling you now, this is a warning.
He needs to be cultured.
This is a warning being issued. This is a warning to Pakistan. Arnav Goswami,
Please, Mr. Kasuri.
Not looks to be a civilized person.
If you think
he needs to behave.
You are making Pakistan is making a big bloody mistake. If you think you are dealing with an ordinary prime minister, remember there will be no Pakistan. There will be no Pakistan tomorrow.
You see,
there will be no Pakistan.
This is your dream.
We have finished one part of your country in 1971.
No, this is a hard. Pakistan is
we
a
have
reality.
finished one part of your country in 1971.
Inshallah. No.
We'll sort you out.
The rest of you.
We'll sort you out. We are a nuclear power.
Mr. Kasuri.
Mr. Kasuri is missing.
Mr. Kasuri and your nuclear power can go to hell.
Start shooting in their dhotis.
Mr. Kasuri.
All Brahmins will start shooting in their dhotis.
You and your nuclear power can go to hell. We are least bothered.
This is very unfortunate that you have gone to this extent.
You know what is unfortunate? No, one second, Shafkat Saeed. You know what is unfortunate?
The people
Colonel
of subcontinent do not need this, what you're talking.
Colonel, you know what they don't need,
Yes,
Colonel Shafkat Saeed. You know what they don't need.
I can talk bloody
No, you know what they don't need, Colonel.
You right?
Colonel,
I don't want to do it.
Colonel Saeed. Colonel Saeed, 1 second, Seshadri Chari. No, let me intervene, Mr. Chari. No, let me intervene.
I don't consider anyone
Let me intervene.
Go and talk anything you want.
Let me intervene. Let me intervene.
Don't try to bully us. Don't try to bully us with your nuclear toys. Colonel, don't try to bully us with your bloody nuclear toys.
We are not going to come to me or not.
I will come to you, Brigadier.
Take care of you. We can take care of you in half an hour.
Okay, so
we can take care of you in half an hour.
Now, you know what is unfortunate? You know what is unfortunate, Colonel Saeed?
Arnav Goswami.
Yes, Brigadier, I know my name.
If you want to behave,
You have called me on this show. You're not giving me an opportunity to respond to this madman's diatribe.
If you want
Sir, you know who's the madman?
We have given you.
Colonel Saeed, I'll tell you. One, just a minute, Seshadri Chari. No, 1 second. Javed Hussain, first of all, I say, 1 second, please. Gentlemen, a minute. Let me intervene in this, please. 1 minute. Just 1 minute, please.
First of all,
a minute, Colonel. You know, Brigadier, who's the madman? You know who's the madman?
Spitting venom.
I
want to respond to him.
No, I'll tell you. Brigadier, let me tell you one thing. First of all, I want to ask you a question. Take my question. You know who's the madman? There is only one madman. And that madman's name is Pervez Musharraf. And not only is he a madman, he's a desperate madman. Because I'll tell you why. He has said, we have other sources. No, 1 minute. Sir, 1 second. He says. Sir, please listen to me.
Bobby,
My question is to Brigadier Javed
is he
Hussain.
a
You either
sane
let Brigadier
person?
Javed Hussain answer or not answer. You let Brigadier Javed
Yes.
Hussain. If Brigadier Javed Hussain can answer, I
Yes.
want him to ask her. Musharraf says we have other sources. What are these other sources that Pakistan possesses? The Jamaat-ud Dawa, Lashkar-e-Toiba, Hizbul Mujahideen and other terror groups operating in Kashmir. The same groups responsible for the 1993 serial blasts in Mumbai, 2001 attack on Indian Parliament, 2006 train bombings in Mumbai and the Mumbai terror attacks of 2008. You should be ashamed of talking of these
Attacks
groups.
in Goa,
You should
burning
be-
the Christian churches.
But you
killing
should-
the Christians.
but you should be-
What about your attack on
Sir, you
Golden
should,
Temple?
sir, you know, even if, sir, one second.
Destroying Sikhs like...
Brigadier,
Hold it.
No, watch it. First of,
It's horrible vis-a-vis your
Mr.
minority.
Kasuri, a minute.
Kasuri, just
And yet you talk yourself...
Mr.
a
Kasuri, give me a
democratic
minute.
Mr. Kasuri, allow Brigadier Javed
Give
Hussain.
me
My
a minute.
question to him is, you should be embarrassed about supporting these terror groups, but your former president is flaunting it. He's talking about it openly as if he's proud of it. It's the biggest confession on supporting terror since Zardari had made the admission a few years back. I mean, you have nowhere to hide now, Brigadier. You have been thoroughly exposed by your own ex-president. How can you then come now on national
keep on
Indian
talking,
television
keep on
and say,
talking.
go ahead, answer
Is
me.
this a debate or what?
No, answer me.
Or
I'm
is
not
it a
stopping
monologue? You
Go
keep
ahead.
on talking.
It's not a monologue, it's a question. Please answer. Please
All right,
answer.
just listen to me then. Give me a bloody opportunity. Sitting here for the last 20 minutes. First, before I come to Musharraf's interview, and let me tell you, I am just coming from Musharraf's house. I have discussed his interview with him.
Sheriff has represented...
Oh, yes.
those
Comment on the
people of
interview.
Pakistan.
Why don't you- why does
Don't
it-
interrupt. Don't interrupt. Let me talk about this madman from BJP.
Sir, 1 second, sir.
Whatever his
Please be courteous to
goddamn
each
name
other.
is.
Don't
What do you
get
mean
into that.
courteous to each other? This man has been spitting venom. Look at his bloody face. Small-minded man, undignified.
Sir, you know what?
And he has
Sir,
the
if
bloody
you have no
cheek
answer.
to
No, you want to. No, you just. You,
abuse
no,
the
1 second.
against-
Seshadri Chari did not attack you
Hold on.
personally.
Hold on.
He did not attack you personally.
Tell me
You
about
got
that.
you tell me what Musharraf said. What did Musharraf say to you?
You talk of Hafiz Saeed. Hafiz Saeed being responsible for 2611.
You have a doubt? You have a doubt about it?
terrorist.
You don't believe
Your
it?
Prime Minister is a terrorist.
Sir, please be careful about what you said. I'll tell you this. If you have no answer to the questions, and if you want to say Brigadier Javed Hussain, that you have no answer to the questions, I am asking you tonight. What? You answer the question. I am asking you tonight. Which are the other sources that Musharraf says Pakistan possesses? Which are these other sources? Which are the other sources?
Abuses.
Which are the sources that Pakistan
You
possesses?
talk of civilization.
Which are the sources that Pakistan possesses?
Become the rape.
Which are the sources that Pakistan possesses?
There is racism in your country.
Which are the sources that Pakistan possesses, sir?
You kill people.
You say that Musharraf told you something. What did Musharraf tell you?
Talking of
You tell me.
civilization.
Okay, so you can.
Small-minded people.
Okay, I'm asking you something.
Think with inferiority
Which are the
complex.
sources that Pakistan
Because the
possesses?
world, you have an obsession with Pakistan.
So you know what? Who has
the
the?
world declares
We have contempt for Pakistan, not an obsession.
we don't have
Contempt.
Why?
And we feel sorry for your civilian population that it is led
That is what
by
you-
bloodthirsty generals and commanding officers of
inferiority
the...
complex.
I'm asking one question
Don't
to
talk about
Brigadier Hussain has
civilization.
no answer. Brigadier Hussain has no
Let me
answer.
come to Musharraf's interview.
No, 1 second. So
Let me come to Musharraf's interview.
now you're coming to the
I
point.
am
Please,
just-
thank you. And please be
I
careful
have
in what you
spent-
say about our Prime Minister.
I
Go ahead.
just spent. Let me talk.
Yeah, it's
I
all
spent
right. Please
20
answer.
minutes with Musharraf before coming here. I have discussed. There is no such thing in the interview that Pakistan has been sponsoring
What a laugh. You don't even see an interview that is on tape.
into Azad.
That means you don't understand Urdu.
Kashmir. They don't need inciting. He did not say that they.
Oh,
they
yes,
were
he
going to
did.
incite
Oh,
them.
yes, he did.
They are already
Oh, yes, he did.
incited.
Here it is. Maybe you
They
can
are
read it
waging
out
a
to
war
him.
against
Maybe you
the
can
state
read
of
it out to him.
India.
Okay, 1 second. Since
For
you
the last so
no,
many
one
years.
second. 1 second. You see, General Brigadier,
You
1 second.
understand? You hold a referendum today.
Brigadier.
99%.
Brigadier, you know
Kashmiris
what?
will opt out.
All right, Brigadier, you know what?
Talk of Kashmir.
You know, I'll tell you.
The world recognizes Kashmir
Brigadier,
as a dispute.
All right.
You understand?
I don't
Just
understand.
because you are in a state of denial
Okay.
doesn't mean
Have you finished?
that the dispute has vanished.
I'll tell you what.
It will remain.
You
the
see,
insurgency.
now first of all, no, watch.
I just want to say one. Arnav, I just want to say something.
No, watch one. You see why? You see why? I'll tell you why. Brigadier, watch.
Don't distort the interview.
I am not distorting the interview. I have a copy of the interview in my hand. And if you are embarrassed, why don't you read out the interview?
I know how.
You read out the interview, sir. Read out the I'll read out the interview to you.
You have the bloody cheek.
I don't have. I am reading out the interview.
Don't do that.
You want to be abusive on the program? I'm reading out the interview.
You want to fight?
You want me to read out the interview?
Fight in the studios.
You want to read out the interview? I'll read out the interview to you. I'll tell you what Musharraf said. I'll tell you what Musharraf said. And you tell Musharraf. You can tell Musharraf if he has the guts, he should come on the program live right now. Since you are a friend of his and have taken a briefing from him, tell him that we say to him, if he has the guts, let him come on the program right now and face us on what he means by inciting Indian against Indian. Does he have the guts?
You want me to
The last time I asked him about Kargil, he didn't even have the guts to answer that question.
He says that will not be music to your
Don't
ears.
talk of guts. We know your gut situation.
After he lost
Your definition of guts is to attack innocent civilians. That's your definition of guts. Men, women and children. You cannot fight armies. You only attack innocent men, women and children. That's what the Pakistani army had been reduced to. And you are apologists for that army.
Maharashtra and Haryana are over. There is not going to be any firing from your side.
Now I'll tell you, Brigadier, I don't know.
The forthcoming election.
Brigadier, 1 second. Now just calm down for a minute. I have a piece of advice to you.
Sir, on the Pakistani side of women and children.
Sir,
you have killed women and children.
Sir, you know, I'll tell you.
Then you say that you have thrashed Pakistan.
Sir, sir, why now, Brigadier, if you can stop for a minute, you can't go on there like a 155 mm.
Never materialize.
1 sec, calm. You can't go on there like a 155 mm gun, which even the Pakistani artillery does not actually have even that. But anyway, the fact is this. I'll tell you a couple of things. You see why? You know, Colonel Shafkat Saeed. आप सुन लीजिए 2 मिनट और मेरी बात सुन लीजिए. आप सुन लीजिए मेरी 2 मिनट बात. 2 मिनट मेरी बात सुन लीजिए. अब मैं समझ सकता हूं कि आप इतने फ्रस्ट्रेटेड क्यों हैं आज, क्योंकि क्या हुआ है, एक सुन लीजिए. कसूरी जी 2 मिनट सुन लीजिए. मैं 2 मिनट लूंगा, फिर आपको जितना बोलना है आप बोलिए. मेरी बात सब ये है, बस आप जरा सुन ले 2 मिनट. मैं बात कह रहा हूं कि पिछले 65 ज्यादा सालों से एक ही बात आप रिपीटेडली कहते हैं कि ये सब जो है ना, ये सेल्फ डिटर्मिनेशन स्ट्रगल है. Right, Seshadri Chari, it's a homegrown struggle. This homegrown struggle of the Kashmiri people. And what is the role of Pakistan? No, we have no role in it. Are you fomenting trouble? No, we have never fomented trouble. Are you creating terror? No, we have never created terror. Why is there terror? We don't know. The Kashmiris are creating terror. Maybe the Kashmiris are rising, right, GD Bakshi? Maybe the Kashmiris are rising against their own people. I have 5 questions to these Pakistanis today, GD Bakshi. My first question is, today Musharraf accepts on record, and Brigadier can shout himself hoarse. The fact is he has said it, and I'm telling you, go and call Musharraf right now and ask him that an anchor of an Indian channel is asking you whether you have the guts to own up to your own interview and not send people like you to deny what he has said.
You were to appear on your
Anyway.
You helter-skelter ran away.
Now the question is, the first point is, Musharraf has accepted, GD Bakshi, that Pakistan has been fanning unrest in the region. Musharraf has accepted that Pakistan has been actively aiding and abetting infiltration of terrorists into Indian soil. Musharraf has accepted, therefore, that you have been paying money to stone pelters in anti-India protests in Kashmir.
He did not say anything like that.
Well, then he did not say. Of course, then what is this interview? What does he say? Why does he say we need to incite people? No. Then why does he say we need to incite people in Kashmir?
No, he did not say we incite people.
He did not say that.
Oh, he did not say.
He did not say that.
Indian army cannot fight in Kashmir.
What did he say? Like I told you, people. He says people in Kashmir need to be incited. Incited.
No, sorry.
Should I play the tape? Chaliye, we'll play the tape.
They have created.
Please play it again.
We'll play the tape. Acha, now 1 second. No, 1 second. 1 minute. Okay, fine. GD Bakshi, Seshadri Chari, GD Bakshi, have we agreed we'll play the tape? We'll play the tape. Should we play the tape, Colonel Saeed?
PTSD.
Tape play kar le. Brigadier Hussain, should we play the tape?
Enemy.
No, 1 second. Should we play the tape?
From PTSD.
Suniye, tape play kare.
Their own officers.
Should we play the tape?